So, for context, that is my Skag, brand new Skag V-Ride. It's got 230 hours on it. It's not brand new. I'm fairly certain all three pulleys are starting to go because they've got a lot of, I'm barely touching them in that video and they're rocking. One's definitely got a seal that failed, and I'm fairly certain the tensioner bearing is going out, which is not good. So in 230 hours, somehow my Skag, almost the entire deck is failing. I guess the idler pulley is rocking right along, but what good does that do? So I'm gonna slog on over to the dealer begrudgingly, and we're gonna have a back and forth because this is how it always goes. Anytime I've ever tried to get warranty work on a machine, it's been like a hassle. You spend 12 grand on a machine, you can't get in well under the hours, okay? And they act like you're putting them out of business. Future Aaron here. My dealer actually did do a great job repairing this. I just want to jump in here and say this because at the time, okay, this is an old video. I'm sitting here in the end of October. This video, when this happened, was filmed in July, sorry. And yeah, that was my experience with most dealers. The current dealer I'm using did a fantastic job. I actually switched to them from the dealer who I bought the Skag V-Ride from. It did take about 6 weeks to get it fixed, as opposed to the 2 weeks they told me. But I'm totally okay with that. I didn't have to fight them to get warranty coverage like I have in the past. Yeah, it was great. I really am appreciative of getting that warranty coverage. The mower, unfortunately, still does not cut well, and I don't know what that is, but at the very least, the warranty went through and the repairs were covered without any hassle or any headache. So, like I say, in this video, I was feeling a certain type of way and talking about my previous experiences. So, but the thing is I've got a 1,300 hour deer where the spindles don't have any play at all. And I've never changed one. And I treat them the same, minus a couple like small things like that the dealer told me to do differently on this new Skag. Basically, I'm following the dealer instructions for how to grease it. So, and I'm on top of my stuff. Like, I've got it scheduled to do an oil change in the next, 12 hours because I'm every 50 hours changing the oil. And when I do the oil, I'll, do the air filter. I'll do the spark plugs every X amount of, like I'm on top of my maintenance. Again, the deer had 1,300 hours with 0 issues. I'm honestly like, the Skag has been cutting so poorly. I'm genuinely regretting buying the thing just because it's been, ever since I got it, not great. Right? I took the old 1,300 hour deer out last week with my employee and let him run the V-Ride. I ran the 60-inch deer, and the deer that hasn't been maintained, the blades are dull. Granted, it's a bigger engine. It's a 30 horsepower engine and a 60-inch deck. But that thing cut through an overgrown lawn better than the V-Ride was cutting through, weekly maintained, just regular grass. So, yeah, the Skag V-Ride has been a big regret for me. And not it's a weird thing because the cut quality is like, it's passable for like most of my yards, but then you get these treated lawns where it's like, hey, what's that weird line? And it's only every other line, like it's an intermittent poor cut quality, right? Anyway, I'm gonna run over to the dealer and we're gonna do the back and forth, the warranty dance, that's what I call it, right? I'm gonna turn it in, I'm gonna say, these are my predictions, right? I'm gonna say, do you have a time on this? Oh, well, I don't know. Like, you don't have any, like, I mean, is it gonna be a month? Like 2 months? Well, I don't know. We've got a couple what we're working on. Okay, I mean, is this the part that you carry? Well, I don't know. We'll have to look. Okay, I mean, have you ever done any of these before? I don't really know. I'll have to ask them. You know, they never know anything, ever. They never have a timeline. They never have parts. I just went to the Echo dealer a couple days ago because an employee left the speed feed head too loose on one of my trimmers, and it unscrewed while we were driving, and the whole plate that catches the gears is gone and missing. And I was like, hey, do you guys have this part? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. Well, you got a whole wall full of them. You got a whole warehouse full of them. Take one off and figure that crap out later. Charge me $40. I don't care. Let me have my part. Do customer service. Have you tried customer service yet, dealerships? It is horrible here, dude. Trying to find a dealer that carries parts. You know, parts are interchangeable for a reason. Just, I don't know why it has to be so difficult. But yeah, we're gonna go do the dealer dance, and I'm gonna record this now, and I'm gonna edit all this stuff together later. But I'm gonna give you an update and just tell you how it goes. I'm gonna tell you what my timeline is, right? And I'm gonna tell you exactly how much it's gonna cost. Oh, here's another thing I'm gonna predict. So this particular dealer, I've taken like weed eaters and stuff to them before for warranty work, like steel. Before we switch, the drive shafts would always snap, which is a warranty item, but it's like $20 to replace it, whatever. I would take it in to get that replaced, and I would get it back with a $120 bill. I was like, well, I was just here for warranty. It's like, oh yeah, well, we went ahead and did we went ahead and redid the carburetor, put a new one on there for you. I was like, why? Like, oh, well, it just no, it didn't. It was running perfectly fine. Oh, okay. Well, let me go back here and and then. Hey guys, future Aaron here again. The dealer does currently have new ownership, by the way. I did not know that when I was saying the things I'm saying. Again, the dealer, like I say, did a great job with this particular warranty repair. We'll see how things go in the future. But again, I was feeling a certain type of way, and I was just saying exactly what happened on multiple different machines at multiple different dealers over the last decade. Getting the V-Ride warranty spindles was by far the simplest, easiest, and the only time I've had a really smooth sailing process with warranty work. So just reiterating, I was feeling a certain type of way in these videos. Within 5 minutes, they just bring it back out. Like they switch the carburetor in less than 5 minutes. But man, you tell them, you lying. You did not touch that carburetor in 4.5 minutes when I've been waiting a week for a 4.5 second drive shaft change. Man, I mean, these dealers, man, they tick me off. I'm about to start buying used everything and just doing all my work. You know, if it gets down to it, I'll hire a mechanic full time, someone that can do all the, you know, I'll give them 2 days of mowing and 1 day of maintenance and mechanic work, right? Because I've got a truck that needs it. I've got old mowers that need a little bit of sprucing up. You know, I've got work for a good mechanic. So I just, that's the thing, that's my cycle, right? I have an issue with a piece of equipment and I dread going to the dealer because it's the same story every single time at every single dealer, that I dread it so much. So my crap just sits and rots away because the dealers are so insufferable. But anyway, those are my predictions. I'm gonna go see how it pans out. All right, well, I got the mower dropped off, and yeah, it was exactly as I thought. It was kind of smooth compared to some others, but I said, you know, what's your kind of time frame right now? I was like, oh, well, we're pretty backed up right now. It could be about 2 weeks or so. It could be about 2 weeks or so. Means I'm not going to have that mower back for a month. And I was asking her about the warranty on it. She's like, oh, well, we'll have to see. I don't know what they'll do about it. You know, and I'm like, well, look around online and everything. A lot of people are having not recalls, but it's kind of got an issue with their velocity decks and the spindles, and you know, I don't know if my mower falls under that or not. It's like, oh, okay, well, we'll look into it and see. You know, and it's just like kind of like shrugged off basically, and like it always is. So I don't, you know, like I say, 2 weeks. See, this is the thing I don't understand. 2 weeks to fix a problem that comes into you pre-diagnosed. All you got to do is call up, apply for the warranty. If you don't have the part, order it. You know, it shouldn't take long to get the part, right? Future Aaron here once again. How's it going, guys? We're talking a lot. Anyway, I do still stand by this mentality. You know, even though, yes, the dealer did do a fantastic job, it did actually end up, as I predicted, it took me about 6 weeks to get the machine back. And now within a week of leaving the mower, so I was using the 48 watt behind that you actually see in this picture to mow all of my lawns, the big ones, the acreage, all of it, right? And I got tired of it, so I went back to pick up the my old John Deere 60-inch mower to use as my backup. I've left it at a family member's house to borrow because I have too much equipment that's just kind of sitting around, and that mower needed to be used while I'm out working, right? So it needed some TLC and some repairs as well, just to get it in tip-top shape. And within 3 days on that John Deere, I was able to basically do a full change out both coils, change the oil, change the spark plugs. We greased up all the spindles, did all the blades, got a new belt, basically did a full 180, 360, whatever the full, just total, complete makeover, clean up, fix up in about 3-4 days. And that includes ordering the parts and the oil and all that stuff. So, and I'm no mechanic. I am no professional. I know just enough, but here's the deal. That machine going in pre-diagnosed and very obviously in the condition it's in, like, I just can't fathom, and maybe some dealers can get on here and educate me because I definitely don't understand the process. Pre-diagnosed, I just don't understand, and it's very obviously broken. I just don't understand why it would take 6 weeks to have this done, unless it's just warranty red tape kind of nonsense, which, you know, whatever. Just if you're a dealer or you know the process better, just let me know. But I still stand by that mentality that it should not take a month and a half for a pre-diagnosed, obviously warranty issue to be fixed. I'm not going to see that mower for a month or two. I can almost guarantee. I would be shocked if I got that mower in 2 weeks. Shocked. All right, so back to Old Reliable. I'm going to run and pick up my Old Reliable 60-inch Deere. I got me a little protein bar to eat up for the rest of the day. And I'm just going to try to slog through a couple more lawns. Oh, I didn't even mention my employee called out again today. He called out last Monday. You know, we've got appointments and stuff this week. So schedule's already screwed, and it's the heavy week, and it started raining. Now the mower's down. Dude, like, these last couple weeks have really been testing my patience. Like, and it's just annoying little things, but they just like keep adding up and stacking. And it's not anything we won't get through, you know. And like I say, I've got the backup 60-inch as a secondary main mower, and if that thing goes down, well, you know what? I've got the 48-inch walk behind, so I've got a backup for my backup. if the 48 goes down, gosh darn it, I'll get my 36-inch deer and we'll slog through on a 36-inch. I don't care, dude. I'll be out there for 3 hours mowing if I have to. Like I'm set for situations like this where equipment failures occur, but still, dude, it's just frustrating. And I guess I'm, in a weird way, like I'm due for a string of weeks like this, because I have had a pretty smooth last, 3 years or so as far as work goes. But again, I attribute that to having the John Deere that never broke down, and my stupid self trying to save a few pennies instead of spending 18 grand on a new John Deere, because that's what those zero turns are going for now. I went and bought the Skag thinking I could save a few bucks, and we'll see what happens. Alright, just a quick little highlight of the cut quality on that Skag walk behind, man. It is just so nice, and it disperses the clippings so well. This lawn I'm about 2.5 days late on. No, 2 days late on, because I did it on Wednesday and it's Friday today. But I did it on Wednesday last week, and it's a lot of crabgrass. I mean, look. And they've got sprinklers, and so everything just stays wet. But you can see, I mean, it just disperses it so well. And the stripes aren't going to be the darkest because that old clipped up grass is laying on it, but in a few days you're not even going to see that. But it just spreads it out so well, whereas the V-Ride, this yard clumps every single time with the V-Ride since day one. It's so frustrating. But then here we are, the walk behind, and it's just perfect, And this is just kind of a secondary complaint video to piggyback off of the last video I made about the Skag going down, and, all that kind of stuff. It's so hard to believe the same company has these two totally different results, right? But I think that's just a testament to, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because I'm pretty sure that the Skag walk behind is a very old design. Like, I don't think they've changed that design in years. Maybe they've made a few improvements, but the V-Ride, on the other hand, is like, oh, this is our new deck. This is the Plus, or this is the Velocity Advantage, right? I don't know, like, stop changing crap, man. Because you guys had a Velocity deck that worked perfectly before, But now I'm having to ride on this bumpy lawn with a walk behind because your stuff don't work. Come on, Skag. All right, so here's some pictures of, like, just how in-depth I got on the old John Deere, just to get it in tip-top shape, because I didn't want to have another breakdown, and, like, the mower needs it. It had 1,300 hours on it. I probably could have ran without doing all this, but look, you know what? It needed the TLC. I did all the coils, spark plugs, oil, changed the starter because it was starting to go out. I even adjusted the valves for the first time on that mower, and it actually did help it run a little bit better. I was actually kind of surprised. But here, check this out. There was a hole getting rubbed into the carburetor bowl, and it's from this clip or the clamp on the hose. So be on the lookout. And also hit a giant pothole and popped a trailer tire and ruined a rim. So I still need to get that fixed. This happened in August, and I'm sitting here in October with that tire still broken because I've been up to my ears in work. But hey, look. These videos take a long time. If you enjoyed my ranting and rambling and you like hearing the, daily life of a lawn care provider, go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get all of my footage out this year. Yes, it's coming in October like it does every year, but listen, I'm doing what I can. This stuff is hard to do, so like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you.